Hello everyone, and welcome to Mortal Kombat X. My name is Exxalium, and today we are going to be playing the Classic Tower. Predator just came out on Tuesday. For those of you who do not know, people who have the Combat Pack have it on the 7th, which was Tuesday, and everyone who doesn't have the Combat Pack has the option to purchase it on the 14th, next week. Now, I've only played with Predator a little bit, so I'm just going to play this Classic Tower right now, just kind of show you guys it. I'm going to be using his HQ10 variation. I believe this variation is the best because it has the low projectile mix-up, and it actually has a dash cancel, which you can use with the projectile, giving it some extra block pressure and throwing in some mix-ups to kind of put pressure on your opponent. Warrior, to be honest, really doesn't bring that much. I've seen some interesting Hunter stuff, but it's not very practical, and HQ10 is just looking like the overall best variation. So this is just like a day 1, day 2 Predator playing him. So we're just going to be playing on medium. And I'll be quiet for the intros.
Turn and run away.
Round 1, fight.
So a neat thing Predator has is just a neat little feature with the character. He will actually mock the other character's laughs between rounds. It's just a cool little, throw to the movies. I think I can do a brutality.
Predator wins.
Now, again, I have only played with him a little bit, so my execution with him is still a little off. I've only messed around slightly. I do think he's a strong character.
Hello, sport.
Round 1.
Anyway, I think he has a lot of potential as a character. He's got a really good, safe mid-mid, or mid-overhead. See, he mocks Kano's laugh right there. It's actually really amusing. And there we go.
Brutality. Predator wins.
God, that laugh is weird. Freaks me. It's a little freaky. It's not really freaky, I guess. It's just more of kind of an eerie, I guess is a better way to put it.
Squeeze and rip you!
Yeah, Predator really doesn't care.
Fight.
I don't know. Ferritor is a weird character when you're trying to determine what is safe and what is not with him, because while the frame data does say that some stuff is unsafe. Wow. I forgot the bots use X-rays. Well, it does say some stuff is unsafe. The thing is, just because he's too negative on block from something does not mean that it's unsafe immediately, because of things like messed up the fatality. Anyway, things like pushback, stun, or like hit stun kind of. So say while you are negative on block for something, if you're negative 6 frames, just because you are negative 6 frames does not automatically mean that it is unsafe. Well, negative 6 is usually safe with very few exceptions. Mainly Kung Lao, but something that's like negative 10, say, just because it's negative 10 does not mean it is unsafe.
You do not belong here.
Round 1. Fight.
A really good example of that is Predator actually has that string is supposed to be unsafe, but because of the pushback and stuff, it is actually safe. And that's a thing to kind of keep in mind if you're looking at frame data and stuff and trying to determine things. It's just not to automatically assume that the frame data is 100% correct.
Round 2.
He does have a. If you're just gonna try and get like a hard knockdown. Kind of a lame fatality, but for example, Predator's back 3-1-1, while it is described or it is stated in the frame data that it is unsafe, because of the pushback and stuff it has, it is actually safe on block, which is a really fast low mid, which is having something safe like that is really good for block pressure. It's just, there's things like that, just because the frame data says something does not mean that it is 100% accurate. And it's just something you gotta keep in mind.
Papers, please.
I love Aaron Black. Such a cool character. I just went right through his armor. Now, Predator's got some really neat stuff. He has a stealth he has a stealth move, and he isn't the only character in the game to have one. Of course, Reptile has one, but his is a bit different than Reptile's. The difference between his and Reptile's is that if Predator gets hit while invisible, it won't actually break his stealth. He will stay stealth. In fact, when stealth, he takes reduced chip damage. such an annoying wake up. There we go. Right out of the movie.
Predator wins. Fatality.
Right out of the movie. I love that. Such a cool little nod. And this, it's the same thing with Jason is they did their best to try and keep the characters as themselves instead of trying to make them into something they're not.
You disrupt the hive.
And he roars. Something like trying to make a non-fighting game character too much like a fighting game character. Which I honestly feel Freddy was kinda. I feel Freddy was a lot like that in MK9. They tried to make him something he's not. They tried to make him like he was a fighting game character. And I still think he was cool, but they didn't... They didn't, like, try to keep him as Freddy. I mean, they gave him a second claw. All this stuff just to make it work. And they kept Predator true to the movies. They kept Jason especially very true. They kept him slow and sluggish and hard-hitting. And I think that's one of the best parts about it, is that he stayed as Jason. They didn't make him someone new, and they kept it as Jason. And I think that's one of the best parts about Predator in this, is especially with like scenes like this, they kept it as Predator. They tried to stay as close to the actual character as they could, and they did an amazing job with that.
Caught me at a bad time.
Round one. Fight.
It's a really good wake up. It's got a lot of range and it's I didn't even mean to do the enhanced throw setup right there. That was a complete mistake.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, okay. My PC's having a little bit of conniption on me. There we go. Yeah, I'm having an issue right. I am playing the PC version. And, oh. That looks like Pokeballs, kind of. Anyway, I'm using the original white corded Xbox 360 controller, and I don't know if it's something with the wire or something, but lately it keeps, every once in a while it tells me that it's been disconnected and that I need to reconnect the controller. So I don't know. I'm looking into getting a fight stick.
Might want to prepare yourself.
I mean, I'm not quite that good at the game yet where I'd really use one effectively. That wake up. I honestly feel like that should be a brutality.
Round 2. Fight.
A little brutality to Kato, just because.
Brutality. Predator wins.
I'll show off his X-ray once for this match. Oh, poor Goro. Goro's about to get his ass kicked.
Prepare yourself. Round 1. Fight.
I mean, his X-ray is cool. And he copies Goro's laugh. There we go, get a full combo into it. That was actually really good. I didn't even mean to do that, but... Rip Goro. Poor Goro. Poor guy. Yes, the ship taking off the background is actually really cool. Again, it's just the little nods like that as they take a guest character like this and they make him feel like he's... They make it feel like he belongs. And, I think that's one of the things that makes Predator so cool, is because it's something that could actually make sense as the Predator fitting in with the Mortal Kombat universe. Obviously with...
The Predator.
Obviously with lots of powerful fighters in Earthrealm. And Predator's whole thing is, you know... Yeah, I messed that up a bit right there. I messed up some strings there, but his whole thing is searching for a worthy foe. And I'm more than sure that he'd be able to find one on Earth. Now, here we go.
Tremble before me as I absorb Earthrealm's power.
Final round. Fight.
There we go. It's actually a pretty easy boss. It's much easier than Shao Kahn was in MK9, that's for sure.
This world called Earth produced many worthy opponents, which made for excellent sport. Some possessed a power previously unknown to the Predator's race, sorcery. The Predator sought to harness this new power for use in his conquests. He analyzed a trophy from a recent battle and eventually discovered its secrets. With the power of sorcery, the Predator was unstoppable and decimated whole worlds single-handedly. He had become the apex predator.
Aw, poor Kotal. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I will be planning to do more of these ladders with more characters. Greatly appreciate tuning in. Make sure to like, favorite, subscribe, all of that. And see you next time.